A day before the State of the Union, immigrants and immigrant rights advocates gathering here outside the White House to demand that President Biden consider the state of the people as well.
As you can see behind me, students are protesting in front of the AE Pi Fraternity House, pushing to abolish Greek life here on Northwestern.
From Afghanistan's rapid economic collapse to women's rights to nationwide famine, a lot of humanitarian crises were discussed. Convoy protesters are returning after a day of looping around the Capitol Beltway to the Lincoln Memorial, where over 30 speakers and guests will be waiting. Today's State of the Union, a big deal for President Biden, but also immigrants and immigrant rights advocates who argue the president needs to do more concrete things.
This water effect can be seen most easily here on the Lakeville because gnats lay their eggs in the masses near bodies of water. It's why the Lakeville is known as a gnat hotspot. Wong says pre-COVID, survivors could seek services like counseling in either of these counseling offices. Evanston skateboarders say Ridgeville serves as a community gathering place, but that it's not enough due to small size, modest equipment, and far distance.
Being a college student during COVID-19 gives us a unique perspective and a story to tell future generations.
Welcome to Northwestern News Network's special report. I'm Jenny He. But why do we see them everywhere except a skate park? Well, Evanston doesn't have one. President Biden says the new Omicron variant is, quote, cause for concern, but not cause for panic. Have you ever wanted to defy gravity? If you can't make it to outer space, there might be something a little more local. What do those student demands mean to you, and how does that make you feel?
I want to focus on the content of what was discussed here.
It's been a year. How are you feeling?
Depressed. Thought it would be better by now. Horrified.
When you say support the truckers, what exactly are you supporting?
Because I work in healthcare and I don't believe in the mandates.
So you're not vaccinated?
No.
네, 저한테는 되게 선물 같은 시간이었어요. 가족이 함께 지낼 수 있어서.
It was like an unexpected gift that your family got to spend so much time together.
그래서 뭔가 새로운 걸 배워야겠다고 생각을 했었어요.
So you wanted to try learning to make something new.
그래서 강아지를 위해서 집에서 강아지 밥도 만들고 강아지 간식도 만드는 법을 배웠어요.
So you tried making dog food, dog treats, all homemade. If you've been downtown, you've probably seen or heard skateboarders whizzing by. But ever wondered why they skate in Evanston's public spaces like Fountain Square?
The youth really has nowhere to go, and this is just like the only flat ground area in the heart of the city.
Now an official city skate park is underway to keep skateboarders off the streets and on the ramps.
The city made the decision, we really need to prioritize this and give our young people a skate park.
The skate park to be located away from residences at the east end of Twiggs Park, a property leased from the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago, or the MWRD.
What I need is an open piece of ground with nothing on it. And that's what I have at Twiggs Park.
Lawrence Hemingway says the city has budgeted $1.25 million for the construction of the park. For now, a focus on the park's design.
At some point in 2023, we'll actually have a real skate park.
And forming an advisory board, Hemingway says will include a wide age range of Evanstonians with diverse demands for the skate park.
We made sure we reached out to the high school kids.
Since the demolition of the city skate park in the parking lot of the old Robert Crown Community Center, Evanston skaters have long relied on temporary skate parks. Today, a temporary skate park in Ridgeville Park District, home to Ridgeville ramps since summer 2020.
We call it the skate-friendly area.
Evanston skateboarders say Ridgeville serves as a community gathering place, but that it's not enough due to small size, modest equipment, and far distance. Nearly a 30-minute walk from downtown Evanston.
We just want to skate. We just want to be kids.
For these kids, it won't be a walk in the skate park until the skate park's 2023 completion. Jenny He, Northwestern News Network.
Freedom matters.
The People's Convoy, also known as the Freedom Convoy, reaching the Washington, D.C. area on Sunday, looping twice around the Capitol Beltway in a group of nearly 1,000 vehicles, according to the Washington Post.
We need something to cheer about, right?
The demands?
To end the emergency orders. All the mandates be lifted. It's ridiculous.
Inspired by Canada's Freedom Convoy protests and blockades, this convoy started out in California on February 23rd, protesting against COVID mandates. But as the convoy approached DC this weekend, the plans and the purpose of the demonstration itself became less clear. The convoy initially planned to stay in Hagerstown, Maryland overnight before driving to the DC area on Saturday. Instead, they came Sunday.
I think they're still making their point because they got close enough to DC today.
And amid states either easing or lifting mask mandates, the purpose of the convoy was a cause for some confusion.
It doesn't really make any sense because the mask mandate is ending.
For convoy supporters, though, grievances go beyond COVID mandates.
COVID has been the big emphasis, but it's a lot bigger than COVID.
What exactly are the biggest concerns? For some, it's about children's rights.
Especially concerned about the children. They're still in masks in this area.
Others are comparing forced vaccinations to abortion.
Do they force people to get abortion? No.
Among other grievances, the corruption of science, rising gas prices, critical race theory, and the southern border, topics counter-protesters say are
Trumpism and conservatism, and we're particularly offended by this protest because it's on our block.
The People's Convoy organizers did not respond to Medill News Service's interview request. I'm in front of the Hagerstown Speedway here in Maryland, where convoy protesters are returning after a day of looping around the Capitol Beltway. Exact plans remain unclear as the convoy progresses. But attendees willing to wait?
As long as I can.
With the goal of their voices being heard.
Somebody from higher up will reach out and just listen to what we got to say.
Indeed, Republican Senators Ted Cruz and Ron Johnson met with members of the convoy today, praising the group and encouraging lawmakers to listen to the people.
It is wrong, and what should Congress do? We should vote on it. We should end the emergency.
Brian Braze, a truck driver from Ohio, told reporters afterwards they would keep looping the Beltway until they're, quote, heard, and this could go indefinitely if that's what it takes. Jenny Huh, Medill News Service.